Hey guys, so hopefully this is a quick video. A few days ago, I shared with you guys how I had to get a sonogram done because my doctor felt that my fibroids have grown. Unfortunately, they have. I have three. Two is between 3 and 3.5 inches. One is 8. The position of the biggest one is what is causing major issues for me moving forward with fertility treatment. As I told you guys before, as of right now, my right fallopian tube is currently infused to my uterine wall. And this fibroid is currently infused to my uterine wall and my tube. So it's like, this is the tube, this is the fibroid, this is the uterine wall. Everything is meshing together by scar tissue. Because the scar tissue is wrapping everything up, it's making the pathway for the sperm very tight. So my tube is still clear, but instead of it being an opening like this that you can see through, now it's kind of tighter like that, like super small. So IVF is my only option. There is treatment, different treatments for the fibroids. One is medication. That is not her recommendation. And the reason it's not her recommendation is because they really prefer you to get on this medication after you have already gone through menopause. I'm 38 years old. I'll be 39 next month. I've not gone through menopause yet. And their fear is it will shock my body into going into menopause, which can be dangerous for my system. So that's that. The other option is for me to move forward with IVF number 4, hopefully get pregnant, and then we can do a selective C-section, and at which time, after they deliver the baby, they will also deliver my uterus, remove my uterus. And the third option is to schedule a hysterectomy now. And let me just say, my wife is not on board for me having a hysterectomy. I am. She has her reasons. One of the reasons she said last night, which I think she was joking. I hope she was joking. But I think she was joking. She believes that they will take my uterus out and transplant it into somebody else without my permission. For me, at this point, if somebody else can get pregnant with this uterus, this hot mess, by all means. That's just how I feel about it. I don't know if that's true. She may have read it somewhere or heard it somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. The other thing is she don't want me to have any more surgeries. For me, I feel like, although I value my wife's opinion, I value my wife's opinion about myself and other stuff more than I value anybody else's opinion. But when it comes to my body, it's ultimately my decision. And although I want another child more than anything, and it's hurting to have to think about the possibility of that not happening, I'm tired of being in pain. I'm tired of being uncomfortable. These fibroids have been controlling my life for years. They randomly grows. They make me gain weight in my midsection. As of right now, I look like I'm maybe 5 months pregnant. I've been randomly rocking a fupa that I've never had, and it's simply because the fibroids has grown and the area has swollen. So that's very uncomfortable. When your fibroids are inflamed, it makes the sexual experience difficult and uncomfortable. My menstrual cycle is longer. Instead of having a period for 4 to 5 days like I normally have, now it's about 7 to 8, which is not ideal. It's draining, and it's really draining because I'm anemic. So that's that. I will randomly have pain spasms. I would randomly have pain spasms where my legs will hurt, my side will hurt. I'm just in severe pain. It hurts to bend. Just last night going up the steps, I almost fell because the pain was just so random. Sometimes I feel heavy inside. It's a lot. And I'm tired of being in pain. I had an aneurysm years ago, removed. And since then, I suffer from severe migraines. That's so painful that I'll be crying and don't even realize that tears are falling. I have lupus. My lupus attacks my bones and my nervous system. So sometimes it hurts to bend my legs. Sometimes I might have a swollen leg, or can't bend my fingers, or I have lupus rashes all on my hands where my hands peel so bad they bleed and they hurt. It's a lot, and I'm tired of being in pain. So if I can do something to eliminate some of my pain, I'm for that. The unfortunate part of it is me having a hysterectomy means I cannot have any more. I cannot birth any more children. So what I think I want to do is I have an appointment with my new fertility clinic on the 19th. Judging from what my GYN said, I know I can move forward with IVF because that's the best option for me. I think what I want to do is I want to reschedule my appointment with the new fertility clinic from the 19th of February until maybe 2 months from now. So maybe April, that would give me some time to think about all the things I want to do and what I want to do, because I had 3 IVFs already. I have no eggs that are frozen. I am fully aware that the older you are, your egg quantity and quality decreases, and any woman over the age of 35 is considered high risk. I will be 39 next month. So we have that. And now with everything that's going on with my uterus and the fibroid and my tube and all the infusions and the scar tissue, I'm not sure that I'm at a place where I am completely comfortable with just writing a check for $20,000 and giving it to the fertility clinic on a maybe. Maybe this will work. Let me just pay you all 23 G's and let's keep our fingers crossed. I'm not at that place. Life is great now. I'm not, this very moment isn't happy, but as a whole, this phase in my life is the happiest I've ever been through in my life. And that took a lot of hard work. That took me being a full-time mom, a full-time college student, a full-time employee. And it took a lot, and it was a huge struggle. And I think in the back of my mind, although I know I am financially secure, although I know that my wife is going to make sure that we're okay, although I know all of these things, in the back of my mind, the fear of the idea of the possibility of going back to them struggle days is making it difficult for me to be so willingly to hand over my credit card or pull my checkbook out and write a check for $20,000 and hope that that's $20,000 well spent. Because what if it doesn't work again? Now I done took $20,000 out of our household. We still don't have no baby, and we out of $20,000. So my eye itch, I'm sorry, y'all. So I don't know what I want to do, where I want to go. I've always wanted to adopt, and that's because I grew up with a lot of friends who was in the system. So I always wanted to adopt, and so I always said after I was done having my birth kids, I will always adopt. And I hate when I'm on the verge of tears because then my eye hurt and then I'm gonna mess up my makeup. Fostering to adopt is easier. Fostering has the risk of the emotions of them coming and taking a kid, and I don't want to deal with any of that. So I'm kind of at a place where if we're going to spend $20,000, I would rather invest $20,000 towards adoption. At least with investing that money in adoption, we know the end of the result, we're going to have a child. Right now with IVF in my body, investing $20,000, it is a possibility that it's going to work. And it's also a possibility that we're going to be throwing $50,000 out of the goddamn window. And I don't know if I'm ready to swallow that pill. So tell me what you guys think. And I'm going to talk to you guys again